What am I gonna do with this shark? Should visit the mailroom. I'll probably need it. Damn, that takes so long. So it'll be 8, 14. Sorry, boy, I'm not sure what I have for you yet. Oh, fuck. Yeah, I better turn it off until it stops doing that. Day 66 of the... Oh, hello, somebody's already here. Thank you. Quartermaster reports that the fortress has less than 1 month of food remaining. And supply convoys are unable to break through the government blockade up Hollow River. Hang on. Okay, I can talk freely. Open mic. Colonel Lem has ordered us to complete the plan within 1 week, or he will send us to defend the city. We are merely scholars in uniform. I do not even know how to shoot. Alas, tomorrow I must send those of us who are the least severely wounded down the dig. I'm not saying it, of the siege. There has been one piece of good news today. One Piece mention? I'm kidding, I'm not even a fan, I'm just kidding. Despite some resistance to sending the wounded to work, Colonel Lem saw to it that the dissent did not persist. After all, it is safer to hide in the ground than dig than to be deployed to the walls and be shelled by the government forces. At our current rate of progress, I have hope that it may not yet be too late. Day 72 of the siege. So filled with excitement am I that I can barely hold my pen, for a shard was unearthed this morning. Though it may look like an ordinary piece of obsidian, I know that it is anything but. According to the ancient texts, these shards possess a power that defies imagination. Alas, I can write no more on the subject, for our secret plan prohibits me from disclosing any details, even in my private journal. My family's many years of hard work are finally about to come to fruition. Day 75 of the siege. Colonel Lem is dead. The man was an idiot, a fool, a moron of the highest order. Was only days away from completing the plan, but he refused to believe me. He claimed he was trying to break through the siege that night, but he was simply trying to escape and save his own hide. However, now that the coward is dead, men in the fortress are likely to mutiny. I can delay no longer. Tomorrow, or the day after the very latest, I must execute the plan. Victory in this war will belong to us, not the rebels, but the Whately family. Day 77 of the siege. Illegible handwriting. Those ignorant insects attempting to stop the great plan. Ridiculous folly. Their bullets cannot kill me. Death will simply return me to the Whately family's rightful place. The great one will come for me. I can feel it. Although the ceremony is only half complete, I already smell his breath in the air. Yakaku. I think. There we go. I got the morally questionable fan now. Should I just keep Should I just keep the open mic on right now? Could say things you're not meant to say. But I do want to do open mic when I finish this fucking campaign. Underground Shards. A plan? The Waitley family? Okay, I probably need to brush up on my Boulderton history. Sorry buddy, I need to get you a snack. Oh. I just remembered what he likes. Fish. The spicy fish, I destroyed. I didn't think to use it on him. He took my dream journal. That's it, I guess. Let's open that fucking door. Can't wait for the next roadblock. So fun. Man, this yoga stuff is so fun. Wait, I'm trying to get the fast travel. There, I think that's the best one. Or maybe not, because I kinda need to stash. What does beard have dilation if... Wait, the description timer changes? I didn't know that. Hopefully no one notices that the dummy in the bed isn't me. Wait, what? Really gonna make me? Oh my god, you really are? Fuck. Oh, that isn't... Alright. It sure was a little harder. But... Sorry, I really want to waste no time. In case I can only use one. Hope Rocky came through for me. Have to admit, it's a great disguise. It even had me fooled. Cabinet is full of psychotropic drugs. Let's see which ones could come in useful. I'd love to see through this, but I just want to continue the main game, dude. Don't want to waste any time. Okay, at least I've gone this far. But just to handle the power distributor. Yeah, I'm sure it'll be that easy. I need to learn fucking... Where the hell does this go? Is a ladder hidden here? Looks up. That's not a drain though. It looks like a manhole cover. Nope, won't budge. Of course not. Probably just like the manhole cover that leads to a sewer from the pipe area of the main building. Have to unscrew the valve from the top. Looks like I can get up from here for now. I'll keep it off just in case. Now to cut the power to the ventilation fan in the cleaning room. Oh, for fuck's sake. Ventilation fan in the cleaning room. I would guess it's the purple one? Let's say. Purple cable. Is that the one connected to the cleaning room? Just up to check the cable. That one goes up into the ceiling. Judging by the route of the cable, it most likely goes to the cleaning room. And I vaguely remember seeing a purple cable under the ventilation fan. I guess I'll try disconnecting it. Slight voltage release sound. Did it work? I'll go to the cleaning room and check. Before I do that, I better disconnect the power to the door behind me as well. That way I won't have to struggle to get in and out of the drain in the pharmacy every time I want to come here. Red, green. I don't see a green one. Oh, I do there, I guess? The green cable, could that be the one? Checks the cable route. This seems to be the cable that connects to the door. Yeah, so it looks like I finally cleared the obstacle blocking my way. What do the other two then? Need to make a couple more saves for my in case I want to go back for something. Though, I don't think I will. Let's go in the doctor's room. I forgot his name. Crack to keep a log. Need some hacking skills to get this done. Oh, right. Peter? Was that his name? That's not a good time to be playing music. Looks like some psychiatry books on the bookshelf. Let's see what's in the desk drawer. Rabbit pinup. Put on your wall to gain 10 intelligence experience per hour while asleep. Penny the Rabbit, with 2 PhDs in economics and highly successful career, modeling is just a hobby. This book looks interesting, at least I can read the title. Mind and Spirit. Written by renowned psychiatrist Sigmund the Sea Lion. This book uses numerous case studies to show a world of psychiatry that is independent of the world of physical sciences. When you are about to consume more stamina than you currently have, the deficit will be compensated by your mind, at a rate of 3 mind per 5 stamina. This effect will not trigger when you have weak mind. I mean, sure, but exactly, I have to read it here. There's no more space in my... What? 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 Double mint gum. Weren't you drinking as a form of self-regulation? Whatever that means. I thought you weren't drinking alcohol. Oh, that's cute. That wasn't necessary, thank you. Looks like I was right. The fan has stopped. Get into the ventilation duct. Looks like I'm out of the cleaning room. But it's really cramped in here. Sure would be great if I was a bit smaller. I don't know how you expect to not make any noise or for this to break. Sure saved a lot of money for just the camera angle. I mean, I'm surprised the game can even do these subtle camera movements. What are you gonna say now, Raymond? Metal rattles slightly. Clank. Hey, did you hear? What? You know, what the scientist told the boss this morning. Didn't you hear? I don't care. Should have thought the game was up there for a second. You should, don't be such an ostrich. I'm a pelican, not an ostrich. Yeah, I know, it's a metaphor. Whatever, I'll just tell you straight. The scientists are giving up. They haven't been able to make the antidote and they're out of time. Antidote? Mm-hmm. And don't just answer mm-hmm again. Do you know what that means? It means that they either kill the goose that lays the golden eggs, or Aslovia is about to undergo some real big changes. Mm-hmm. Ah boy, talking to you is always such a pleasure. The first time we talked to him, I was like, he says, I just said all this stuff to you and all you have to say is mm-hmm. Enter an area behind the door and then crawl through the darkness until you find a vent large enough to get out of. A vent, I can finally catch my breath. This looks like a medical room? There's no one here. I'll go down and take a look around. Maybe I can find some information related to Fenrir. And oof, I could really do with stretching my legs after being cramped up for so long. The first time you told him, dude, I told you all this, and all you have to say is mm-hmm. And then sometime later I was like, his dialogue should have been, dude, I just dumped all this exposition on you, all you have to say is mm-hmm. Yeah, the dialogue ain't great. Oh boy, there's no HUD. Now I'm worried. Test tubes, a microscope, and some electronic gizmos. Looks like specialized lab equipment. Definitely not something you'd expect to find in a prison. This instrument is still running. Looks like everyone here is like me, working nights. I hate this type of bed. They remind me of my shoulder injury. The freezer's full of test tubes. Judging by the labels, these are samples taken on different dates. Finally, stuff I've been seeing in the in the Twitter previews, or I still don't remember these three guys. So outside the door, other than the guards, there are people in hazmat suits. They must be the scientists the Osprey mentioned. Osprey. Looks like I found their inner sanctum. What the fuck you want me to do? What now? Oh. What's this document? Lab report printout. Subject codename Fenrir. Blood test results good. Platelets slightly low. Boar protein binding activity normal. No toxicity. Injection administered. Group T drugs. Health maintenance supplements. 1 anesthetic injection. Samples collected. 250 milliliters of blood. 4 milliliters of CSF. Small volume of urine. Study stage. Isolation of boar protein conjugates and adaptive hormone synthesis in target cells. Investigator Maurice. Sorry, why do I find that funny? Result failure, unable to reverse action on target cells. Wait, Fenrir's name is in here. But it says subject code name? Could it be that the person I'm looking for isn't a DoD agent or a scientist? Is this related to Marla's disease? Wesley's sister, in case you forgot. I'm sorry you haven't been keeping up with his story. I haven't seen that girl in 40 hours. How long has it been since we started? She's in the fucking cover. DoD agent or a scientist. Could all the security and secrecy be for an experimental subject? Also, the report mentions a boar protein conjugate. I don't know what that means, but I remember hearing the word boar on Wesley's recording. There has to be a connection. Go and check. Eavesdrop on the conversation. I'm full, Arthur. You have the rest of the cheese if you want. What's up, Maurice? You've been eating less and less lately. You're not sick, are you? Don't worry, I just had my blood tested this morning. Everything's fine, I just don't have much of an appetite. Because of the order? I heard that if we don't make any more progress, we'll have to switch to the Group G drugs. Group G, as far as I'm concerned, that's just murder. The subject won't physically be able to withstand it. Well, I never. The infamously cold-hearted Maurice concerned about one of his subjects. No, don't get me wrong, I think it's such a shame. Dr. Angus' great discovery being wasted by a bunch of short-sighted bureaucrats trying to save those damn... Dr. Angus. I definitely heard the name before. Was that... No. George worked with Angus, I remember. Dr. Maurice, do you have a problem with Vice Chiefs of Staff Hugin's order? Don't forget, you volunteered for the secret research team. Leo, I'm just venting. Last time I checked, that's not against DoD regulations. Stop, Maurice, you don't want to provoke him. Fine, I'll just get back to work. Let everyone cool off. Don't let me get in your way. Hear a conversation in the break room. I managed to crawl back into the vent before the orangutan comes back. Arthur, retest the blood sample from this morning, see if there's any change. Okay, I'm on it. Hopefully we can make some progress tonight. I heard the stockroom coffee noises. Looks like I won't be getting out of this vent for a while. Oh, that's appreciated. There are some specks of light up ahead, must be from the vents in the other rooms. Maybe Fenrir's in one of them. A wolf? Could it be him? That's you! Was someone just talking about me? But he's wearing... Wait, how'd you... what? But he's wearing the exact same clothes as the two scientists I just saw. If he's an experimental subject, would he be dressed like that? Elmer, I'm done with the bathroom. Do you want to take a shower? Elmer. Not tonight. But you didn't shower last night either, did you? Seriously, we're scientists who study pathogens. Can't you be a little more hygienic? What, you think a shower will flush pathogens out of our bodies? Besides, we wear hazmat suits when we work in the lab. Drop the excuses, you're just lazy. The main reason I want you to take a shower is because I'm sick of the smell of your 2-day-old sweat. So it's like this Elmer's the scientist, not the wolf I'm looking for. Psycho Mantis. What? There's an intruder besides me? Oh, if only it had this much this whole time. Is that Nathan? He looks a little too small. What should I rent the log for today? It's a seagull. Doesn't look like Fenrir is here either. I think that's Nathan. Nothing special happened today. Well, except for when the subject almost fainted and fell while basking in the sun this afternoon. That gave me a surprise. It's terrible. I think the scientists must have taken too much blood in the last couple of days. I won't write that. I won't go back and read it again. There's no one in the room. Is that like one of those duffel bags to sleep in? There's a uniform and tactical belt on the bed. This must be a guard's room. Their hospital gown? 20 years? Could it be him? But the first, the wrong color. According to the mission intel, Fenrir is a grey wolf. Unless the color has changed. But he's the only one in here not dressed like the scientists and the guards. If he's not Fenrir, he could be another one of the subjects being held here. Maybe he'll know where Fenrir is. Psst. The vent. Come to the vent. Okay, I must be crazy hearing a voice from the vent. But whatever, I've only got a few more days left to live. Better to be crazy and alive than sane and dead. That voice, is it a girl? You're not hearing things, I'm just sitting in the ventilation duct. Really? Is there really someone there? You look like Angelo. The way she stared at me reminds me of Angela in the very end. Who are you? Why are you here? Could give her Maggie's voice, but it's... They're not allowed to sound alike. Can't reveal my identity just yet, but I can tell you my objective. I'm here to find a wolf named Fenrir. But I thought you said it was a code name. What do you want with this Fenrir? To save them? Maybe. You look like you're being held here against your will, too. Do you know where he is? That face is kinda cute. It looks like the cute kinda sad, I guess. Come to the right person. Not only do I know where Fenrir is, but I have something more useful to tell you. Useful? About Fenrir? Yes, I have to tell you. You've just achieved your objective. Achieved my objective? Wait, you don't mean... Yeah, I'm the Fenrir you're looking for. Thought it was a different one. There's a trading card that tells you of a different character for some reason. But that doesn't fit the information I've been given. Even if Fenrir's female, you're first the wrong color. You were expecting me to have grey fur, right? Well, yeah. Okay, since you're skeptical, I'll tell you why I look like this. Or that adaptive hormone thing changed the fur color. But I'm warning you, it's a long story. Fuck, I don't have much time. One evening several months ago, an old apartment somewhere in West Shore. Oh, okay. We just gave it $1 million budget, I guess. Act 3, Fenra. That's the one, the training card I saw. What are you doing? Put the TV down. You're acting crazy. Shut up. It's my TV. I bought it with my own damn money. I can do whatever I want with it. You better shut your damn mouth. No. Are you drunk again? Did you forget your promise? Oh, you got some nerve. You think I don't know about all the shit you've been doing behind my back? This again? I told you it wasn't what you thought. Why would you believe me? Fenra, are they at it again? They're starting early today. Better they start earlier than later. At least I'll be able to get some sleep when they're tired of fighting. It's so messed up here. Why don't you go live with your dad in Liberty City? I can't stand the way his wife looks at me. Like I'm a piece of shit that someone walked into the house. Did you fart in her face when you first met or something? I may as well have. Her face always does look as though she's just eating a mouthful of shit. I don't think I've seen that emotion before. Or barely. Anyway, have you thought out any more about joining us on tour this fall? Come with us, at least you'll get away from your mom and drunken stepdad for a while. You don't want me to smash it, huh? Only if you admit to everything you've done. For crying out loud, I told you've got it all wrong. Ralph's is just a friend. He just fixed the broken pipe in the bathroom, that's all. Thanks for the offer, but I think I'll give it a miss. Firstly, I know I don't play bass well enough to be in your band. I'll only hold you back. Don't worry about that, they'll love you. You should know that. Also, I've been called for an audition next month. Are you serious? You actually got an audition? Just a minor character in a TV show. Should probably get killed off before episode 3. I hope that's not foreshadowing. Well, you did say you were close to... You only had a few days left to live. But this opportunity is too good to pass up. If I get the part, it could be the start of my acting career. More importantly, it'll be an escape from this life. Fix the pipe? Yeah, right. Now I finally understand why your ex-husband kicked your ass out. Maybe it was just another one of those many friends who fixes your plumbing. How could I have been so stupid? You asshole! How dare you say that? You son of a bitch! A more violent fight erupts. But Fenra, is the audition in New Mulholland? It's almost the other side of the country. Tickets, accommodation, all the other things you need to buy for the audition. It's a lot of money. What you make from your part-time job at the fast food restaurant won't be anywhere near enough. Don't worry, Haley, I got a solution. Stealing. Oh, come on, you're not thinking of going to a loan shark, are you? I'm not as dumb as you think. Here, take a look at this. That's cute. The stir animation wasn't necessary. Hubs Biotech, a subject recruitment form for a double-blind trial of a new anti-epileptic drug. I thought the TV show thingy was a trick. Can't be serious. I should have known. You're gonna be a test subject again? Did you forget about the last time? When you almost went deaf after doing some bullshit kidney drug trial? Now you're gonna be in a double blind trial? How can you be an actor if you're all blind? Come on, Haley, that's not what double blind means. And I asked about this trial. It's in its 3rd round, so there are hardly any risks. All I have to do is go there 2 or 3 times, get some blood taken, have a couple of shots, and I'll have all the money I need. I prefer it if you told me you were going to a loan shark. You know what, Haley? You're like an old nun sometimes. You know what, Wesley? You're an asshole sometimes. Okay, fine. I know I can't talk you out of it. If I'm so much like a nun, I'll just pray for you while I'm on tour. Thanks, but I can take care of myself. You see me on TV real soon. Oh, I didn't see. Did she hold her in? Enough! You make something out of nothing every time you drink, and then fly off the handle. How about you start being a man and contributing to this family? Oh, here we go, putting the blame on me again, as if you're some kind of saint. I ain't pissed because of the drink, and not because of that son of a bitch Ralph sneaking into my house when I was away. Not because he sat on my damn armchair, not even because he was in the bathroom at the same time as my wife. There's only one reason I'm so pissed, because that piece of shit watched my TV without permission. What have you done? You drunk, you crazy asshole! Ugh, damn, I wish the rest was like this. House Biotech R&D Center, and a week 3 drug experiment. You see me like this? Yeah. Dr. Angus, today's my last dose in this trial, isn't it? She looks happy. Wow, what a sudden bump in budget, like seriously. Oh, that's George on the top left. Yes, Fenra. Thank you so much for your cooperation so far. So I'll get the full payment, right? Sorry to bring it up with a scientist like you, but I need the money quite urgently. I understand. Of course you deserve every cent. Doctor, you seem a little nervous today? Nervous? Really? Maybe I've just been working so hard lately that... Doctor? Have you got a moment? Excuse me. The results are the same as last week. It can't be wrong. But that's impossible. Could it be caused by some special genetic coding? Doctor, there isn't anything wrong with my blood test results, is there? No, no need to worry, Fenra. We're just having a general scientific discussion. Oh? Okay. Oh, the smile disappeared. So what now? Testing my whisper. Not sure you can hear that. George, we can't let this get out. Even you must realize how dangerous it is. Hey, excuse me. I had to interrupt, but I have a train to catch tonight and I haven't packed yet. So if you don't need me for anything else, can I get going? So my payment, do I go to the reception and get cash, or will you make me a check? Of course, cash is better. Cash won't be a problem, but I need to tell you something first. I won't lie to you. We did find something worth investigating in the lab results. So I'd like you to stay here for some additional experiments. Stay here? How much longer? Like I just said, I have a train to catch tonight. Duration, I suppose, will have to be determined by the progress of the research. But don't worry, I'll arrange the best accommodation and food for you. Make you receive the highest possible payment every month in cash. Every month? Accommodation and food? You mean you want me to stay here for a few months? Yes, but if the research goes well, it probably won't be that long. Sorry, but I'm afraid I have to decline. I know I said I needed the money, but I only need it for a trip to New Mulholland. I have an important audition at the end of the month. I can't pass up the opportunity. Besides, the drug has been making me feel pretty bad these last few weeks. I'm always dizzy and it's made my fur darker. You look pretty gray to me, though. I'm worried that if I take it any longer, it'll affect my performance in the audition, so I can't carry on with the trial anymore. I beg you to reconsider. I can request the chairman of the board to double or maybe even triple what you're being paid. Thank you for the kind offer, but I really have to go. Sorry. It's obvious that Doctor C's leaving. Call the guards, I guess. You see it there? Yeah. Oof. Excuse me, I need to get by. No, what are you doing? Hey, get your hands off me! I'll call the... I didn't read the rest. Put her in observation ward 11 for now. Codename Fenrir. I explained the situation to the chairman of the board. Damn, why couldn't you sprinkle this in earlier? What's happening? What's so special about me? I'm sorry. Tell me, you psycho! Oh, I didn't see below. Shit. Let's see a couple things. Yeah, I'm the Fenrir you're looking for. So the experience made your fur turn brown? Yeah, ever since they imprisoned me, they've been injecting me with drugs and taking my blood every day. And then I gradually ended up like this. But if you were in prison in Hobbs Biotech at first, why did they bring you here? I guess it must be because the labs of Hobbs Biotech burned down. What? I don't think I've heard about that in the game yet. Also, they want to keep me hidden. I saw it on the news. They said it was caused by an explosion during an experiment. No, that's not true. I was there. It started because the lab was attacked. Attacked? Yeah, while I was being held there, a gang of masked gunmen burst into the lab. They forced Angus to give them something, but he refused. Then they killed him and started a fire. I hid in the corridor and tried to find an opportunity to escape. But because I was so drugged up, I ended up passing out. After that, they kept me heavily guarded for almost a month, and then I was brought here. First they put me in segregation, then a few days later they moved me here. So you know this is a prison? I thought they'd keep you in the dark about everything. Well, I don't think they intended for me to find out, but maybe I built up a tolerance to all the anesthetic they've been giving me. So when they brought me here, I woke up and vaguely overheard some conversations. Yeah, did you hear anything other than this being in prison? Let me think. There was a crow, a rooster in a wheelchair, and a lioness. Lioness crow? Could the lioness be... Marla? No. Aren't they like jaguars? Wasn't she and Wesley like jaguars? I met the lioness before. She's the chairman of the board that Angus mentioned. Crow seemed to be the most powerful of the three. It sounded like he's the one who decided to bring me here. Probably something with Aslovia or the other country. He seemed annoyed that the R&D center covered up the attack. Then he said the goal of the research has changed now. I don't know what he meant, but the lioness and the rooster didn't object. After that, the rooster said something about sealing this area off as requested by Hugin, and that it was being converted into a laboratory. Sounds like Clark's more involved than I thought. By the way, Hugin's the crow's name. You mentioned something about the Liberal Party and election in Slovenia. So it was. Okay. But I can't remember the specifics. The anesthetic was kicking in. And since then, I've been locked up here. Being stuck with needles and having my blood taken all day, every day. But I can't for the life of me figure out why the hell they're experimenting on me. I guess There's some special substance in my blood that can be used to make some kind of new drug that's worth a lot of money. From what I've learned recently, it's nowhere near as simple as that. So they didn't abduct me to make money from pharmaceuticals? Then why? Have you ever heard any of the scientists mention the Vor pathogen? Vor... Shit, so it's the name of a pathogen? Do you remember anything else? I did hear that word, but not from the scientists. From the masked gunmen. Is that... Yeah, I think that has something to do with the protein. Like the one that George mentioned, the thing they try to force Angus to give them, they called it Vor. I had no idea it was a pathogen. Are you saying it's somehow connected to me? Mentioned the Antero, so yeah. I'm afraid so. Do you remember Dr. Angus' lab assistant? I think his name was George? Yeah, that's the one. I have intel that he tried to sell Vor to one of the gangs in the city. When he was making the deal, he mentioned that Dr. Angus discovered it by accident when he was working on an anti-epileptic drug. And the drug trial you were in was a double-blind trial for a new anti-epileptic drug. So Dr. Angus found it in my body during the trial, then those gunmen came for it? Damn it, I should have listened to Haley. I never got involved with that trial. I'm so stupid. Fenra, none of this is your fault. No one could have known things would turn out like this. You don't need to try and make me feel better. Right now, I don't care whose fault it is. All I want is to get the hell out of here, so please tell me you come to get me out. My current mission objective is just to find you and confirm your identity. I'll need to contact my superior for what to do next. Also, to get you out safely will be a good idea to get outside support. Yeah, I guess. It will be difficult for you to get me out by yourself. But you need to be quick. I don't know how much longer I can hang on. I don't know if they have orders or what, but I can feel they're increasing the dose every day. I don't want to die here like this. Those sons of bitches need to get what they deserve. Hey, I remember this fucking conversation. Why do all those drug dealers, gangsters, and rapists get to live, but not Marla? What did she ever do wrong? What did I ever do wrong? Trust me, I'll do my best to help you. Thank you, so... Can you tell me who you are before you leave? My name's Bob. I'm a cop. After promising Farah that you will go back for her, crawl all the way back to the cleaning room along the ventilation duct. Whew, fuck, that was a lot. It's not what I expected, but at least I found Fenrir. Even after hearing the whole story from her, there's still some things I can't figure out. Okay, listen, I'm gonna give my voice a break. Like if the R&D center was for drug research, and the gunmen went there to steal Vor so they could sell it, what would Hugan from the Department of Defense set up a secret team to keep experimenting on Fenra? And what did that guard mean when he said antidote? The situation is far from clear. I wonder if Rocky can provide any answers. I'll call him tomorrow night. Tomorrow night? Dude. Even if he can't, I'll need him to arrange support to get Fenra out of here, if that can even be done. You get the Race Against Time quest. I'll read that next time. Call Rocky to ask about your next mission and seek his support. Huh. Good thing I went back and didn't use so much time. Damn. So I guess that was like an hour and 45, I guess, that the game used. Oops. Boy, what a fucking... My god. So this is really when people have to... Yeah, I don't think Marla is like the chairman of Ops Biotech or whatever. The lioness. Unless... Wait, no. Clark was the only one in a wheelchair. Is Marla even here? Cheetah, Wesley. Oh, Fenrir got added. Sweet. Before you met Fenrir the Wolf, you imagined countless times what he might look like, but even your wildest guesses were completely wide of the mark. He's not as strong as a mythical beast, he does not have grey hair, and he's actually a she. When you finally located your mission objective, you've instead found a thin, weak girl named Fenra. Silverhand Bites. Actress, waitress. I really want to continue now. Fuck, man, I wish they did this so much earlier. Or like, give me half of it earlier. Like I said, I was starving. Now I was given a 3-course meal. Fuck. See you next time, probably tomorrow. I better stop talking for my sake, I'm gonna fucking faint again. Have another panic. I don't know if this was done in Thomas' campaign too, but I have a problem with how they handle exposition. Like they... Like it's stuff they already should know, but they explain it to the audience like a Netflix show. Like I've been hearing about Stranger Things 5 recently. Did Thomas do that? Thomas' campaign do that? I guess it made sense because it was your lawyer telling you stuff from the outside. Telling you in the visit room. Why haven't there been any visit room visits yet? Bob, I think Bob is pretty lonely. But I do know, I think Marla has like a guest visit at some point. Wesley's sister. The one we saw in the, Wesley's the one we saw in the bar. That he said. Why doesn't Marla get to live? I'm worried for whoever hasn't played the game before, you are not going to finish Bob in time, I feel. I've got like half the days remaining. I keep storing roadblocks. It's like, oh, talk to Rocky tomorrow night. What? Again? So you're doing this thing with the shopping cart again. The cafeteria cart. You had to wait a whole day for the clock to come back with the recording. Though that one made sense. But yeah, it was like a whole day? Alright, I gotta go. I would like to keep talking, but I really gotta go to work. Bye. See you probably tomorrow.